found myself My name is Munkaila Aminu from Ghana. I am 37 years, and before I left Ghana through the irregular route to Italy, where I was finally deported, I was 24 years as a then. My parents couldn't afford to pay my school fees. Life in general at home was very bad. There was high rate of poverty in our area, and I thought I could make it in Europe when I come, especially to have better education, whereby I could go back and take care of my family. I tried it 3 times in Libya to get to Europe, to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe with my colleagues. And in the first trial, we were 38 people in our boat. We couldn't succeed. We had problems on the high sea. Many people lost their lives, and we finally got back to Libya. In the second trial, we reorganized a different boat, and then we're 28 people. The boat got drawn, and we're all using the tubes as our life jackets. We're floating on the sea, still conversing, speaking to one another. It got to a point, many of us were thirsty. You know, you can't drink the salt water. It was so salty, Mediterranean Sea. And people began dying due to hunger and thirsty, dying one after the other. But God, being so wonderful, sent these people to rest, because we just came across a boat, and they picked us into their boat. When I got back to Ghana to start this organization, I noticed that ignorance of the dangers involved was one of the major factors. People used not to know. They were ignorant of what was happening on the high sea, what was happening on the desert. I personally knew if I had known, I wouldn't have made an attempt. Before I left, you know, the so-called connection man, what they do is that they go to schools, they go to the community to influence people. Let them understand that the journey is an easy journey, and for that matter, when they leave, within a few days' time, they are in Italy. We have another set of connection men in Libya, those who organize the boat for people to cross the sea. They paint it, and when you look at it, it looks as if it's a new boat. They use that to organize, to push you. You get to the high sea, population is too much on the boat, it will finally break. So that is the main reason why many people are dying on the high sea these days. The one who is doing the arrangement, the one who is organizing the passengers for the Arab man has a share. On each of the $1,000, he has a share that the Arab man will give to him. There are some clubs we have formed in the schools and the community called anti-dangerous migration clubs. We have radio discussion. We do it on the radio stations, invite experts, even retainees to go and talk about their traumas and all that. We also embark on this counseling program in the form of the radio. Phone lines are open for people to call in and make their contributions. And then they also have drama programs. The drama sends message to the general public about what is really happening on the route. And then we also embark on documentary screening. We have some clips on the dangers migrants have gone through. So we show it to the people to see by themselves. It is high time for us to understand that our lives are precious, and for that matter, we must take good care of them. No matter how the European comes to help us, we can't develop if we ourselves doesn't want to develop our area. For that matter, we should stay in Ghana, work hard in our own ways to help in the development of Ghana. As far as you have made up your mind to make it in Africa or in Ghana, you can make it. Found myself in Germany. I have found myself in